Good afternoon, morning, evening or night. Sorry I haven't really done anything for a while. I just moved to university, which is also the reason I'm being really quiet at the moment. I'll also explain that in a second. Really quiet because I'm in a flat with 7 other people and I don't want anyone to hear me because that'd be awfully embarrassing, and I'm not really down with that. I'm not also really down with having to explain that I actually upload this fucking dumb shit to the internet because, you know, everyone just thinks it's stupid. I don't think anyone in this flat really is really down with, you know, YouTube videos and stuff, or at least they haven't expressed that if they are. This is going to be a loose one because I haven't really been able to plan anything. I just wanted to actually do something. So you can hear me clicking probably right now in the microphone. That's me trying to find a comment to talk about. I might be able to make something out of this. You never know. So my question comes in from Arrow Valley. Here's a question for you. Well, 2 really. Do you think a game can be overly long and contain too much content that many will never do or see? Games such as Elder Scrolls or Borderlands fit into this category perfectly. Thanks. Well, thank you, Arrow Valley, for giving me something to talk about. That's my chair making loads of noise. It's good already, isn't it? I don't think a game can be... Well, no, I do think a game can be too long, because really it comes down to the pacing. Okay, so I played The Witcher when it came out, was looking forward to it, thought it looked cool, all that, blah, 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 blah. And before you raise your torches and pitchforks, no, I didn't think it was bad. Okay, so you can just douse those flames and put those pitchforks in the ground. Thank you. I thought that the pacing was quite poor in it, because the story was one of the main things I actually cared about in that game. You know, the RPG-ness, the gameplay was fine, it all looked nice, but the pacing was poor. I mean, it took a while to travel, I thought, in that game, because riding the horse was boring, but, you know, and if you didn't have a fast travel marker, you did have to go there. But riding the horse was fucking dull, okay? And I'm going to say that, I don't care what any of you have to say to that, I think it was boring. But the pacing of the story was, I thought, poor, because it would be, main event happens, and then you're just made, you know, you go do this main event, and then after that, for you to progress further with the main story, you've got to do like 10 shitty little fetch quests or something that just isn't anywhere near as exciting as what you just did before. So you get so far and you think, yeah, and then all of a sudden it'd be go do a million other things before you can progress with this story. And I get that that is an RPG thing, but I think that The Witcher handled it very poorly. There. I mean, if I compare it to a game like Mass Effect, okay, your end goal was in Mass Effect 2, suicide mission, Omega 4 Relay. But they made everything prior to, they made it like, because it was lots of small, short, sharp sort of things. I say short, sharp, they were long enough to make it, you know, good. It was the right amount. It wasn't boring to get to each area because you were taken to that area. You just went there and you went through the area doing whatever it is you do, because Mass Effect. Fucking lost my train of thought. Probably cut this bit out. Yeah, Mass Effect 2. So the end goal is Omega 4 Relay, but you've got to get your team first. But there were no sort of pointless things. Like, I get that it was just kind of a joke, but in The Witcher there is a quest where you have to go and get someone's broom or an old woman's pot. I can't remember because I just thought, the fuck is this? Okay, I mean, I'm actually probably going to get back to the 2 games you suggested, because I'm sure you'll want to hear about the 2 games that were suggested, Arrow Valley. Borderlands. There is a lot of stuff in that game, and some of the quests are quite boring, but I think what that game made sort of okay about it was the fact that when you were playing with people, it was less boring because you were playing with people. The Witcher just on your own. Yeah. So in the Borderlands, there were quests that were boring, but you could get there very quickly, and it was usually very simple stuff. All the boring quests were usually very easy, you know, because the fun came with, like, I don't know, the challenge in Borderlands. But I think the fun in The Witcher was more in the, I don't know, feeling empowered, feeling like you're leveling up, progressing with the story, saving, you know, saving Ciri. I mean, I didn't finish it, but I think I read the ending once. I'm not going to say it, because that would... Well, I don't really know it very well anyway, so I won't say it, because A, spoilers, and B, I'll probably be wrong. But yeah, the fun came with playing with people, and you could just steam through an area, no problem, but The Witcher was actually quite hard at times. Elder Scrolls, that game is so free, You know, there are a few bits that are boring, like sitting at the council table, but the rest of it, the pacing is really, it's really down to you. It's how quickly you want to do things, how you want to do it. I played that game really long. I played it for like 300 hours. I really, really like the Elder Scrolls, and I really like Skyrim a lot. I say I really like the Elder Scrolls. Skyrim is the only one I played. I'd never really bothered with it before. I mean, I was kind of too young. I mean, I didn't have an Xbox 360 when Oblivion came out, and I was way too young beforehand to play Morrowind or Daggerfall. So yeah, I say I like the Elder Scrolls. I just like Skyrim. No, I don't think Skyrim. I don't think games can be too long at all. To get back to the main point, I think it comes down to how they are paced and whether you keep the player invested enough into it. Like, I get there have to be slow points and down points in games where things aren't, you know, steaming ahead like a fucking Call of Duty set piece, but you can't do it for too long, or else the player will lose all engagement with it, completely. I'm trying to think of more examples I can talk about, more RPGs, more recent ones. I can't think of any. Never mind. So, I think this about wraps this one up. I'll try to release another one straight after this, so when you all hear this, expect another one probably within a few days of this one coming out, because I think I owe it, you know, to everyone for not doing anything. I owe it to my 4 fans, for not having done anything for a while. But it was a valid reason. I suppose I can tell you about some university shenanigans. So I got here. So that was about it. Got flat. Drink some alcohol. Sometimes go out. It's not very exciting. University life, everybody. Freshers. Yeah. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. I'm trying to think, what would Alex say at the end of the video? Alex would probably say, like, any ratings, comments, suggestions, or whatever are appreciated. I don't really give a fuck, to be honest. Actually, I do. Tell me stuff you want me to talk about. If any of you think of some genius idea as some kind of show I can do, you know, that would also be great. So get your collective hive mind working on that. Oh, denizens of our channel. Probably everyone in the flat's probably listening to me do this. They probably think I'm a fucking idiot. Thanks, YouTube. Thanks. Bye.
Content with it. And I think certain long-running series, they start to kind of look cash grabby or kind of pointless. And when you really think about all the big series like your Halos, your Uncharted, do they really need to continue past the trilogy point? Does there need to be an Uncharted 4? Does there need to be a Halo 5? Do there need to be a Halo 4? Obviously, it's a financial decision, and if a game's sold like 10 million copies, they're gonna make a sequel to it.